I knew if I continued drinking what my life would look like. So I had that picture in my mind. I'm like, if I continue doing this, if I stay, because you don't have to retire at 20 years. If I stay in the Coast Guard, I would have continued drinking. Once you hit 20 years, retirement eligible. So a lot of guys do retire at 20, but some will go on for 25, even 30. So I knew what my life would look like if I stayed in. I would continue being stressed out and continue drinking. And I was like, I have to make a change. Like there's this the path I was going could not continue. Like I was going to literally end up like my dad. And I knew I didn't want to do that because not that my dad didn't love me. Well, I don't even know, but again, never knew him. But like I love my kids. I'm very present with my kids. Like I can't fathom doing that to them, after me going through it. So I would look at it like that. Tell if guys are looking at how to quit or, reasoning, like if you continue on that same trajectory, that path you're on now, you know what your life looks like. And you
Mhm.
have to be willing to step out and do something completely different. And you don't have to travel in an RV like I did, but I was willing to open my mind to any possibility because I knew I needed change. I needed healing. I had a wound and I was just filling it with alcohol because I didn't want to address anything. The alcohol just numbed me and I never dealt with anything inside me. And so I just, every day, we would just numb it away, right? And it just packs it all down, but it doesn't go away. It's like in there and you just keep drinking. Um, so I would tell guys, like, yeah. If you want to continue on doing drinking, like it's not going to serve you any purpose. Every metric will improve in your life if you quit drinking. Um, and I'm trying to think. There was one incident that happened with two friends, and they're amazing people, but they're fellow coasties. And so I retired May 2024. We went back to Miami, where I retired out of in December of 2024. We had a storage unit down there. So I saw two of my buddies who are still in the Coast Guard, or in the Coast Guard at the time and still in now. And we hung out, and this is when I was drinking, and we got plastered. And it was embarrassing. My wife had to send them home. She had to pour the bottles out because, we got plastered. One of them's darn near blacking out. We're being very loud. We're in the cul-de-sac of the RV. And it's just embarrassing. And their wives were mad at them. My wife was mad at me. My kids saw it. And it's just like, and I remember waking up the next morning, and it's like, you don't really know what happened. I never blacked out, but I'd always ask the next morning after drinking heavy. And I'm like, dang, honey, like, did anything happen? And she's like, yeah, I had to send your friends home. I'm like, dang, was that bad? She's like, yeah, they did, X, I won't say XYZ. And I'm like, golly, right in front of the kids. And I'm like, and that was mid-December of 2024. And then literally like 2 weeks later is when I started it. But I remember thinking, I'm like, gosh, then I could see my kids' faces the next morning. Of course, my wife's, telling me what I did. I'm like, what am I doing? Like, what, like, seriously, like, what am I doing? Like, at some point I have to grow up, like this cannot continue. So I knew leading up to that, I had a problem. I just didn't know how to quit. But I was like, January 1st, it's coming around the corner. Uh, let's try it out. Just one day. And I tell people, if you can just do one day, try it. Again, that's those little wins, like stack them, try one day, then two, then three. And it's going to be hard. I tell you, it's going to be hard. Like, yeah, I know way around. It's going to be hard. And if it
Mhm.
was easy, nothing worthwhile in life is easy. It's hard for a purpose. But knowing what I know now, like the clarity and how I feel, and I actually love myself for the first time, man. I was so depressed. Like, again, can't I cannot say enough good things about it. My whole life is turned around. Like never going back.